Let me just come right on out and say it. It is absolutely criminal what Frost Strike auras are doing to particularly boss mobs in combination with the Lingering Frostfire mod. Lingering Frostfire makes this a one-stop shop for combo generation with the Frost combo. Now, it's just like using Water Elemental. You're giving up either a mod or a shard slot. And to be honest with you, you have a shard slot that you could easily add in on this one. In fact, why not just put Water Elemental in it? Let's just go ahead and do it here. All right, so Water Elemental's in it. Why not? What the hell? Let's go for it. So, yeah, anyway, it's absolutely criminal what this defense is adding to the game as far as AFK value. When it comes to AFK and maps in Dungeon Defenders 2, we all know that it's an AFK grinder when you get to end game, and the only thing you ever have to watch for is rollers. Now, of course, you can build for rollers without question. Someone wants to go true AFK can do it. My question is, can you do it this easily? So let's go ahead and build the lane as we normally would, except we're going to cut it way down. So let's see, we're at 700 DU spent now. Let's just spend 180 DU. So we're going to go 30, 60, and then 80. We've got Destructive Pylon, of course, on our regular old Fishers of Embermount. And then we're going to throw down Frost Strike auras at the end. So let's just go ahead and do this and bring all new levels to AFK on bosses in Dungeon Defenders 2. Let's see, 3, 4, and 5. So we now have 180 DU spent on the lane. Let's check it out. Not so much with the regular lanes itself, but more about the bosses and the AFK value that this particular mod combo is going to give you in the game. So let's jump on forward and get to some bossery. And here's our first candidate, Mr. Cannon Ogre. He's just not making it too far, is he? Now, one of the things that is making this so crazy, ridiculous, broken is it appears that diminishing returns is not working properly with this particular freeze. You see, this Cannon Ogre has just made 0 steps forward, even though there's not enough damage just to burn through and kill him right away. He's just not going anywhere. If you take a look at where the loot dropped, he was still in the front of this geyser trap here. So, I mean, the poor guy just didn't make it anywhere. Now, of course, we are going to want to upgrade our upfront defense. We're setting up AFK builds here, so the whole point is to just not have to think about it. And by killing out all of the trash mobs, we are without a doubt not thinking about anything at all. That is for certain. So let's jump on forward to yet another boss. Uh-oh, we have a siege roller. Looks like this guy may be in trouble. Now, in addition to what it does against bosses, what it's doing against assassins is quite criminal as well. Absolutely crazy. Let's keep an eye on this siege roller, though, and see how long it takes him to make it down the lane. Now, the siege roller, of course, isn't going to die. Well, I mean, it will eventually, but it has no intentions of dying. So let's just hit this guy up with a timer and see how long it takes a siege roller to make it down the lane here. And there we go, after all of that much time. In fact, it kind of almost felt like it timed out there at the end. I'm not sure. It was a big hit of damage right there at the end of it. But with that much time, the Siege Roller never even made it to the second Froststrike Aura. So, yeah, it's absolute criminal behavior. Let's go ahead and jump on forward to the next round of bosses. All right, here we go. We got us a Cannon Ogre and a Tuskar. Let's see how these guys fare. Get these assassins dealt with as well. The Tuskar is just not even going to make it off of the... Actually, neither one of them made it completely off of the fissure, so both burnt up right away. And then, of course, Wave 5's bosses. And here we go. We got double Ogre, so twice the fun. These guys are just not going to survive past that fissure. I'm fairly confident of that. Of course, Ogres are the easier bosses. We also have a Siege Roller as well. And this is a solo lane over here, is it not? Yeah, we just got one Froststrike Aura in this lane. So here's a look at it with just one thing. Not even having multiple spammed up. You see the roller is just not making any progress whatsoever. Barely inches forward before he's frozen again. And yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of almost feel like Water Elemental is kind of a waste on that. You don't need a Water Aura. You don't need Water Elemental. Just it by itself, and it is just going to stun lock these rollers completely into the ground, making for a super smooth AFK experience. Now, there's no way in hell this is intended. So I would not be even remotely surprised at all to see this get changed, as it's just pretty well busted. But that will do it for now. Thanks an absolute ton for watching. Have fun with those Froststrike Auras. We'll see what happens to them, or if they leave them as they are. But yeah, you basically just, all the time in the world, have your way with this guy, and do whatever it is you must with them, as Siege Rollers are just no longer a thing with the current Froststrike Aura and that particular mod, which is just crazy. Lingering Frostfire. You see, this is not even an optimal setup, and that is the results it got. But that will do it for now. Thanks a ton for watching, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.